Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with CircWorks, and welcome to Beyond 100 Days of Making Comics. And this is kind of something I just decided to do just to keep you updated on the progress of my comic book and everything. So even though I've wrapped up my 100 Days of Making Comics, I'm just going to continue and probably do like a weekly update just to show you where the progress is going for anyone who cares, and hopefully there's people out there that do. So yeah, it's been a while. So what's happened since I wrapped up 100 Days of Making Comics? Well, I took some time off. I took a little mini vacation and went camping, kind of rejuvenated, and then after that, it kind of took me a little while to get back in the swing of things, at least as far as the comic books. Still busy with, you know, some client projects and everything, which I got to get back to. So this probably won't be a really long episode, but it doesn't need to be. I just kind of want to update everyone on what's going on, just to show you that I am back to working on the comic book, and I'm going to start moving forward and let you guys know a little more what else I have planned as far as the YouTube channel and everything. If you remember, one of the things I wanted to, just a little goal that I wanted to try to do before I wrapped up my 100 Days of Making Comics was to get at least 100 subscribers. So I didn't quite meet that goal yet, but I have now, just as of yesterday actually. Yeah, I posted a new video, a different kind of video, and I don't know if that kind of helped drive some more followers, but yeah, I did reach those 100 subscribers, which is, again, that's sort of a modest goal, but hopefully, you know, again, just taking this one step at a time, and hopefully we'll build and that'll start to grow as well as I add more videos and different kinds of content and everything. So Monday, what I did was I uploaded, over the weekend I've been working on some Halloween props. It's getting closer to Halloween, so I worked on a claw for a kind of a Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean prop that me and a friend are working on. So we're doing a whole haunted pirate theme, and so I kind of took you from step one all the way to the finished product of that, how I sculpt something out of foam, how I, you know, hard coat it or sculpt it, sand it down, do all that stuff, hard coat it, paint it until it's a finished prop. So if you're interested in that, I've got a video that I just uploaded, I think entitled Beware of the Claw, and that is just a little series I called Mad Props, because if I do more of them, I'll probably put it under that same moniker, so it'll just be anytime I work on props. So that it's not going to be like a, you know, show that's going to update all the time, but whenever I have a project like that, I'll try to fill you guys in on that. I did some of that stuff earlier on the YouTube channel, where I showed you how I kind of built my Comic-Con booth, and that got, you know, it got a lot of views and everything, so people seem to be interested in that. So I'd like to do more. I'm going to also update you on how that whole haunted Halloween pirate theme kind of haunt thing we're doing, how that comes out. So as we get a little closer to Halloween, I'll kind of show you some of the other stuff that we've built, and it should be fun. So not necessarily, you know, this type of thing where it's drawing and creating comics and everything, but it's, you know, it's creating and it's artwork, and it all kind of goes hand in hand. What else is going on? So yeah, there's a comic convention that I'm going to be exhibiting at in December, and it was weird. It's like it's put together by the same folks that do Phoenix Comic Con, and I mentioned this a little before if you were watching the 100 Days of Making Comics, but it just seems kind of like they're putting it together real quickly. They want to get it out, they want to get it all set up for, like I said, December, and the first I heard of it was like mid last month, and so I'm waiting to get a call, because the table space as of now is invite only, and I have exhibited at Phoenix Comic Con for the past 2 years, and I've purchased a table for next year. So I assumed I was going to be on that list, and I never got a call, and I'm like, you know, so I sent them an email, and of course I got 2 emails back. One said, oh, it probably got lost in your spam, and the other one, they kind of took a little more responsibility and said, yeah, we're just so busy with this thing that we may have forgot to send it to a few people. So I did get that, and I did reserve table space for that, so I'm going to be getting things ready for that. I don't know. I've got a few more pieces than I had at Phoenix as far as prints and things, so I don't know if I'll be doing a whole lot more artwork for that, because I still got tons of stuff left over. I might not even really have to order much. I might have to order some more comics and things like that. This time I just got a smaller table, instead of a booth for this show, because this is a newer show and I don't know if it's worth the investment yet to get the booth. So I have to figure out how to kind of just take the booth design that I have and kind of scale it down for a table, which when I built it I kind of had that in mind if I do smaller shows and everything. The thing is I'm also working on, and I've mentioned this before, a video series that's going to take place after, post 100 days, in addition to this, in addition to the Mad Props thing and the Fan Art Friday and everything. But it's going to be kind of a new, like a weekly show that I'm going to do that's kind of more of a, how to draw like an art show or whatever. And I'll explain a little more of that, but you may have seen me working on a set in my closet. I'm building a little set, and that's coming along fine now. In addition to working on those Halloween props, I was also working on stuff for that, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to show anyone that or just kind of keep that unveiled until I launched that particular videos. But a lot of the scenery, a lot of the things that I'm using for that set are parts to my Comic-Con booth, because I wanted to get the most out of the work that I put in it. So I may have to take some of that down, and I don't know. I assume I'll hopefully be at the point where I'll start filming some of these videos before that next convention, but I may have to take it all down. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's kind of a Velcro system where I've stapled Velcro pieces onto the wall in there, so I can just Velcro these particular pieces on and then pull them off, and the same thing kind of goes with the Comic-Con booth. So anyway, so that's some things that I'm working on. So I'm excited about doing another show. I really want to do a lot more shows, but right now it seems like it's still like kind of like a couple a year, which isn't a lot, but there's other shows and I do want to branch out and do stuff like that, so looking forward to doing that. But let's go back to the comic book, and I forgot to do my little pitch, and I think on the last one I told you that it was the last time you might hear that for a while, but here it goes again, because I just, again, maybe you watched the 100 Days of Making Comics, maybe you didn't, maybe you're coming in afterwards. Oh, and I should mention this before I forget. If you have any interest of going back and watching some of those 100 days of making comics, what I did just to make it a little easier, because I mean there's so much stuff in there, and it was like, where do I start? What I'm not going to watch all these 100 days videos, but there might be some that have topics that I find interesting. So what I did was I went back and I created a playlist of all the 100 days videos. So there's a playlist on my YouTube channel. You can go there. And then I went and retitled most of the episodes. Towards the end, I started giving better description in the title, because before there was a description kind of panel, or whatever you call it, a dialog box that you type in the description for the show. But you don't really see that when you're just going through and searching YouTube videos. You have to actually click on the video, I think, and then you just see the description. So I went and added a small little description to the title of every episode, so you can kind of look where, if you're interested in, say, seeing some of the CircWorks art that I've done, or if you're interested in seeing, learning about like mind maps or brainstorming or whatever different topics, I label all that stuff. So you can kind of go back and pick and choose if there's videos that you might want to see, just because I don't expect everyone to like watch every single one, because that is kind of a task. So anyway, there's that playlist that's up there. But yeah, so again, the whole idea of this particular series of the 100 days, or me continuing the 100 days, is because I'm working on this comic book, Young and the Dead. It's a cross between Goonies and Night of the Living Dead, and it's kids versus zombies, and that's the basic gist of it. So I have made a little more progress. Like I said, after I got back from my vacation, I took, it kind of was slow going until I got back into the swing of things, and I still haven't really got to that point where I'm doing that 30 minutes a day. I probably since I kind of got back into it, I have probably put in those 30 minutes a day, because I've been working on a little more at a time. Like when I do, like I'll do like the Google Hangouts, like the Artcasters or something like that, and I'll be working on the page while I'm doing that. So anyway, so here is another page that I've done. This is page 5, and I finished inking this, and kind of a garage scene. And there's more there, like there's some details and stuff for this particular Trans Am that I'm gonna probably do digitally. It'll just be a little easier, like the Firebird on the hood and the wheels, and because these wheels, the rims, they've got a lot of crazy detail and stuff. So that might be something that I do digitally. And eventually, I'm still looking forward to hopefully switching over to Manga Studio and doing a lot of this stuff digitally. But for now, it's just traditional. So this is another page that I've completed. So, and then I started on the following page after that, page 6. And these are all the pages I have penciled, so I'm inking this. So after I ink this, then it's going to be back to doing some more pencils, which should be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So this is a little unfinished, but here's another page that I'm working on. So yeah, back to the comic, back making progress. Also, it is October, so we're doing Inktober, and I was doing some fan art stuff for a while, but then I decided I kind of wrapped up. I was doing Star Wars Bounty Hunters, and then I think I did a couple Tim Burton's characters. But now I'm getting back into doing some of my own kind of robots and everything. It's kind of gearing up for this new show that I'm working on, where I'll be doing a lot of robots and a lot of aliens and zombies and stuff. So here's just some of my Inktober sketches. There's a little guy flying, I don't know, he's blasting through space or whatever, a little cute robot guy. I did this one yesterday, this alien girl kind of on a sort of a speeder type bike. Little space cowboy guy. And this one was fun. This is just a little robot playing a banjo. And next week I'll probably post a video of me doing this particular one. Because I want to put at least two, if not 3 videos up a week. So there'll be, you know, drawing videos, there'll be updates like this, and then hopefully the new show. And then whenever I have time, if it's anything else that I find interesting, I'll just pop the camera on, whether it's me working on props or whatever. So yeah, what else is that? Is there anything else? That might be about it. So anyway, that's kind of an update for you guys who were following me through my 100 days journey, and just let you know I haven't fallen off the face of the earth. I've added a few more videos, and those, you know, whether it's the Mad Props or this updates, that's not kind of what I was leading into when I said I'm working on a new show. That's still kind of, I'm still working on it. And the other thing I got to get back to is working on preparing everything to run Young and the Dead as a webcomic. And these are all things, and like I said, it's just kind of slow going. I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things because, you know, I just needed a little break, and now I'm building back everything and trying to find the time to fit everything back in, which is weird because when I was doing 100 days, it's like I'm doing something every single day, and now I'm trying to find time just to do things like 2 or 3 times a day. But it'll happen. It'll you know, I'll get back into that mode, or whatever you want to say. And hopefully there'll be a lot of cool stuff. So stay tuned to this channel. Again, just wanted to pop on and tell you that I'm still here, still making comics, still drawing, still creating things. And I'll see you guys. I don't know when I'll see you. As far as the updates, I'll probably see you next week, because I'll do probably an update a week. But then I've got other stuff, so I'll probably see you Friday for a Fan Art Friday video. If you're watching this before Friday, if you have any suggestions, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do for Fan Art Friday. So if you got a suggestion, something you want to see me draw, some pop culture character, let me know, and I may draw it. So anyway, until next week for Beyond 100 Days of Making Comics, I'll talk to you then, and you guys have a good week, and that is all.